Hello and welcome back to my channel again, or if it is the first time that you're here, well, welcome to my channel. I am so excited to be here with you today because it's been probably 1 year or more that I haven't been in here. So much happened since then, so much change, personal, mental, but also in everything that I'm bringing to you. I've been present by bringing interviews with professionals in the field of personal development, of healing, of feeling better, of wellness. And I am planning for this 2024 to bring you even more and more people, to spread awareness, to spread the knowledge, and to help you as much as possible in this process of you becoming the most authentic version of yourself. So as you can see here, there's a new environment. It's still a mess. I'm still setting up everything, but this is my new office. And it came from a huge decision that I had to take. And I'm finally back in my hometown after 18 years that I'll be living abroad. I know, it's been a huge decision. So far, so good. I am happy about it, but I will explain to you the reasons coming for taking such a huge decision in my life. Because, you know, after living in places like Barcelona, New York, London, is it really like the best choice to come back to my hometown, which is like 60,000 people max? So far it is, but you know, sometimes in your personal development, in the manifestation, or like in the way to achieving your goals, whatever your goals are, there are some decisions that must be taken that don't look as the best decision for your ego or for your social status, but it is the best decision for you and your soul, for your mental, emotional, social, everything health. So talking about health, this is why I'm coming here today with this episode for you. And this is so important to me as it is for you, because first of all, it represents exactly the core of my coaching and why I'm doing this in my life, why I chose this career, why I left the amazing corporate job that I had in London, and why I took the path of the entrepreneur. And despite being not as easy as they might show on TikTok and Instagram, it is a really personal journey, you know. And that's what I always say: if you want to set up your business, if you want to work for yourself, it is beautiful, because you might think you have the freedom to choose when you work, but you also work 24/7. So I don't know what kind of freedom you're looking for, but this is not the episode, this is not the video for it. Today I want to talk about deep health, because as you know, I'm a wellness and mindset coach, and I take the opportunity now to tell you to follow me on Instagram, and it's @spirituallybadass_, and I'm also on TikTok. TikTok is a little bit easier, it's a little bit faster, it's a little bit more cheeky sometimes. But follow me, because I want to grow this community in which we bring the best of ourselves to help ourselves. Because it's not just about making a lot of money in life, because you can create wealth as much as you want. But if you don't heal and grow and take care of all of this of yourself, you will become a rich, miserable person, or unhealthy, or however you want to call it. Like, this doesn't give you happiness, but yes, it gives you the tools to reach that. What do I mean with deep health? This has been like after, I think, 10 years of working in health and fitness industry and mindset. Because when I started as a personal trainer, I loved taking care of the body. I love taking care of ourselves. And I used to work in lifestyle mostly, because I used to love anything related to beauty, to special potions for your skin, which I mean beauty products, or special potions for your body, like infusion, like food, like nutrition. Because there is the realization that everything goes hand in hand. So when you start working on your body, for example, and you want to achieve an aesthetic or a fitness or a physical goal, you cannot do that without helping yourself into your mindset and everything that is nutrition, regeneration, and movement. And on this, above this, that's the umbrella of the mindset. What are your intentions for doing this? What are you trying to achieve by trying to lose weight, feel better, look better? You know, everything comes from a mindset state. And I started to study mindset because I worked with hundreds of clients, and I'm not exaggerating here. I worked for the best. I worked for Fitness First, and then I worked for Equinox for like 6 years, which is the leadership into bringing new things and how to improve this body and achieve the goals. I think they're the best. I've realized that even though some clients did the work, came to sessions, did the right nutrition, slept well, they still weren't achieving the goal because of their mindset. They didn't believe they could do that. So when we do the approach in the way that I do in my lifestyle coaching program, the VIP one-on-one, but there will also be in 2024 an online self-paced one, so you are the first one to hear this. We have to consider 6 areas of our life, right? Because all of these areas as well can be affected by stress, and stress is what creates, for example, cortisol in our body that create more body fat that gets stored into our belly, and that it doesn't allow us to reach our goal physically. But once we take care of these 6 areas of our life, that is when we really excel in life, in everything. We excel in relationships, we excel in our physical health, we excel in our emotional, mental health. And these are actually the areas. But also, I realized that when I had to build my own business, if you want to be successful in your career, in your business, you want to be an entrepreneur or anything like that, before starting the strategy and the branding, study your mindset, study yourself. How can you improve yourself? How can you better yourself from a health perspective? And this deep health and the areas that we work on my coaching, and the one that you have to consider it when you want to become the iconic version of yourself, these are the physical body. I always represent everything as like a pyramid. So at the base there's the physical body. Start taking care of your physical body, not just in an aesthetic point of view, but like, are you grounded into your body? Do you feel grounded? Do you live inside your body, or do you live just inside of your head? That can come with a discommunication within yourself, and it makes you take the wrong decision for yourself. It makes you doubt yourself. It lowers your self-esteem. It lowers your vibration. If we talk about energy, you know, you also are not so connected to what the reality of the facts of things are if you're not connected with your body, because you just stay in your mind, and your mind sometimes playing some games. Well, if you feel grounded in your body, if you take care of your body, if you're healthy, that's when you also can know what are the right answers for yourself. Your body also always tells you everything, and that's the connection with your intuition that happens since you were a kid, and then you lost throughout the years because you lose the faith within yourself into trusting what your body is telling you about the decision making in your life. Then we have the mental health. That has everything to do with your mindset. How do you look at the world? How do you think? How do you learn things? What things do you learn? What intentions you put behind the decisions that you take, or behind the goal that you want to reach? What type of outlook you have in life? Is it like a positive mind? Is it a really destructive mind? Do you have limiting beliefs? Do you overthink about things? The third one that we have, the area that we have to take care of, is your emotional health. Your emotional health plays such an important part into your well-being, your wellness, right? Because that kind of emotional trauma or stress that you hold into your body can really fuck you up into your mental state, into your physical body. It can create physical problems, and that stops you from achieving whatever other goals you might have, even if it's, as I said, is business. So this has to be like, have you got a trauma that you have to heal? Are you going through grieving? Are you going through a breakup? Are you going through a really emotional moment in your life? Have you got the right support that you need to go through this, or are you holding everything in? Because holding everything in, it doesn't make you stronger. It destroys you from the inside. And I have the personal experience right now, because I'm going through this journey of like healing myself, because I haven't dealt with the death of my father. I haven't dealt with the grieving process. I didn't have a support system around me, or totally the opposite of that. I'm laughing now, but it wasn't the right time and a beautiful time for me. So my body's holding on to everything, and I got many health problems right now that I'm taking care of due to a lack of taking care of my emotional health. So it's like, do you recognize your emotions? And as so, do you allow your emotions to take control over you, or have you got also a strategy to release them to feel them, to recognize them, and to release them. Then we have the fourth area, that's the existential health. It's also called the spiritual health, or my favorite name to give to this, the soul fitness. It's like, are you training your soul to be fitter, to be better, to be healthier? And how do you do that? What would be for you the strategy to actually put in place to make your soul sing? You know, this is why one of my coaching programs is called the Spiritually Badass Rockstar, because being a badass and a rockstar, you know how rockstars sound in life, they just do whatever they feel, they're authentic, they're about themselves. But in a spiritual way, do you have the strategy to understand how to connect with your soul, with your purpose, and doing what really makes you happy in life? Not what other people think is right for you, not what your families think is right for you, not what society, not what culture. It's so easy to adapt programming that it's not ours, and we think it's ours because we've been doing it for too long. But then you realize, is it really mine? Or you don't realize, or you have to realize, is that really yours, or is something that's been programmed in your mind? And if it's not yours, what is really yours? What makes your soul sing? And whatever makes your soul sing is what brings the lightness into your body and into your life and your emotional state and your mindset state. Then we have the fifth area of your life, and that's the social relationship health. It's analyzing a little bit your social environment. Are you in a place that you feel supported and safe? Are you in a place that you feel heard, that you feel seen? Have you have a sense of belonging somewhere? Because, you know, we live now in a place, in an era where it's like, just think of yourself, prioritize yourself, you come first and all of that. But we still live in a community type of need in the human beings. Human beings are animals that need to have a sense of belonging to survive. That's since the beginning of years, right? And even though some people define themselves as some solitary wolves, you can define yourself like that, but you always need to belong somewhere, to a group, to a community, to a family, to survive. Because otherwise, in your subconscious mind, being alone and not belonging anywhere, you might convince yourself that is the right thing for you, but it triggers some reaction inside of yourself that creates unhealthy behavior, unhealthy reaction inside of your body, and you get into survival mode. Because unconsciously being alone, you have to be taken care of, and you have to take care of yourself. So you have to be guarded even more than if you were in a group, right? Imagine wolves. Like, wolves are not alone. Wolves are taking care of each other, and everybody's got their role. So imagine if a wolf is alone, it has to embrace every single role of the community where he used to live with. So the level of energy needed for this is much higher, and it gets to a fight or flight mode, which is not what our nervous system should be living in. And that's what I think 90% of the people in this world are living in. That's why we are depending so much from medications, we are depending so much from psychologists, we're suffering so much of depression and anxiety as we didn't used to do before as much. And the last but not least of this video today is your environmental health. And you know, through my spiritual journey, through my personal healing, through my personal development, through all of that I went through, and I will keep going through, because life is a never-ending personal development. Just remember that. It's all a process, it's all a journey. And as soon as you realize that and accept that, that's when you start thriving in life. Environmental health is a sense of personal autonomy, but also is feeling, as in the social area, but it's more like feeling secure. For example, do you live in a place where you can go and buy milk down the street and feeling safe on the street? Do you live in a good neighborhood? Do you live in a city where you feel safe again, where your survival mode is not constantly triggered? Do you feel supported by your community around you? Like, your environmental work, is it stress-free? Is it supportive? Or is like a dog-eat-dog world kind of thing? or full of sharks, or you always have to watch your back. You know, that type of environment is what is really important. Like what I was saying before, for me, they told me it's like you always have to find happiness inside of yourself. And it's like, true, we need to find happiness inside of ourselves, because firstly, we're not going to find it outside of ourselves, because also the world outside of yourself is just a projection of your inside, right? So if the outside is not making you happy, it's because your inside is not happy. So once you make your inside happy, then the outside will be happy, because it reflects everything on around you. It's all imaginary. It's all like, you know what I say, this is just like a, it's just a dream that you wake up when you die. So let's dream the way that we want, and then let's create whatever we want in this life. So in all of this information, I don't want to make this video so long. So if you're really interested, if this is like, whoa, this is actually what I was looking for, I just want to work on my life in this way, I want to have this approach. It's not just one way approach, because it's not just about my nutrition, it's not just about my career, it's a whole, it's like a whole persona. Like for me, this work that I do and the coaching program that I offer, the one-on-one, they are to help you thrive in all dimensions of human experience, right? To create a whole persona in a whole life. And I think that's the approach that should be nowadays when we see the personal development of ourselves. It's not just about creating a career that makes me happy. It's create you solid whole person that can thrive in every area of your life. If you feel like a strong yes inside of your chest, if you feel like in your stomach the butterflies are like, gosh, this is making my soul sing, as I said before, just get in contact with me. You got the spiritually badass _ right, on WhatsApp. Who am I talking to? On Instagram, come on Instagram, send me a DM, right? You can also check out the other program that I have, the Spiritually Badass program. It's spirituallybadassrockstar.com. Here it is. So come and follow me. You know, I have the Spiritually Badass. You can find it as Verena Stefanie Coach. The podcast, you can find information. There is like free content, free coaching, everything. But if this is the time that you want to take your life and create that transformation into the version of yourself that thrive in all these areas, then this is for you. And I'm happy that you came across this video, because it means that it's the time for you now. So I love you, love yourself, and I'll see you on the next episode, baby.